So good morning, everybody. Welcome to yoga class this morning. We're going to, first of all, always would like to thank the Long Beach Public Library for making this possible for us to come together in a Zoom setting. And that being said, everybody can either sit or lie down on the ground to begin. And I'm going to sit while I speak to you all. But you guys, if you are more comfortable, you can go ahead and just lie down. Here's the time when we kind of try to let go a little bit and come into our yoga mindset. So if you are able to, go ahead and just lie down. And either way, you could sit. Some of you might be sitting into a chair because maybe just coming on the ground is not even an option at all, which is fine. So we're going to bring one hand to our heart center, one hand to our belly. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth to exhale. Good. And do that again. Inhaling through the nose. Open the mouth to exhale. Good. And one more great big breath like that. Now, just go ahead and let your eyes close. You can keep your hands there or maybe in a different place, wherever is comfortable for you. And let's bring our awareness now as we come within ourselves. So, gently closing the eyes without squeezing them together. Bring awareness to your body now. And just kind of noticing how you're feeling today. So maybe you're feeling energetic and excited about a sunny Saturday. Maybe you're still trying to wake up a little bit. Whatever it is for you, we're just kind of acknowledging ourselves. No judgment, just an observation, right? And just starting to relax into whatever you're feeling. Notice how your body is placed right now. If you're sitting, if you're lying down, if you're on the ground, what parts of your body are connecting with the earth? If you're sitting in a chair, you're feeling your feet flat on the ground. Notice where your hands are resting. And now we're going to inhale feelings of peace, happiness, and contentment. In through the nose. Fill your belly all the way up with that. And then on your exhalation, we're going to try to release anxieties, negativities, disappointments, things that are just not serving us today. Release that on your exhale. And we'll come in again with a nice deep inhale through the nose. Filling your belly up like a big balloon of happiness. Exhale. Again, any negativity that's trying to stick inside there, we're releasing it. We are tougher than the negative, right? And take one more breath. Good. So now if those of you who are sitting, we're all going to go ahead and lie down, taking out our strap or belt that will enable us to open up into our hamstrings a little bit. So as you lie down, take your strap just underneath your right foot. And you have the option of either keeping the left knee bent or extending the left leg straight out. I like to kind of begin with a nice hamstring stretch because a lot of times when our hamstrings are tight, it affects our hips, it affects our lower backs. So it's nice to begin a yoga practice with some opening into the hamstring. So you really want to try to flex that foot. Inhale. Exhale, pressing the shoulders down as you gently pull the strap in a little bit further. And staying here for 2 more breaths. Now keep the strap under the right foot in the right hand, and we're extending the left arm out to the left. Right leg opens out towards the right side, feeling the stretch against the inner thigh. Maybe the foot lifts up a little higher towards shoulder level, and your gaze could either be straight up towards the ceiling or maybe looking towards the left shoulder. Try to keep both shoulder blades pressing firmly into the mat, and we'll inhale again. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Now we're softening the right knee to come across. Take the strap into your left hand. Extend the right arm out to the right side at shoulder level. And the right leg comes all the way across the body. Feeling that stretch in the glute and in the top of the hamstring. You could again look straight up or maybe over towards that right shoulder. And we're taking nice deep breaths here. One more breath. Good job, everyone. Come back to center one more time. Hold it right here. Both hands pulling down, the shoulders pressing into the mat. Let's take 2 more breaths. Good. And so let's release the strap from the right foot and place it underneath your left foot. Take that whole routine on this side. So walking the hands down the strap toward that foot. Inhale. Exhale as you press the shoulders down, pulling that leg gently inward. Flexing the foot. Maybe the right knee stays bent, or you can extend the leg out if that works for you. And let's just breathe here. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. 1 more breath. Now the left hand stays on the band. Right arm extends out. Left leg out to the left side. Feeling that in the left inner thigh. Maybe the foot can come up slightly higher towards about shoulder level. Look straight up or turn the head looking towards the right shoulder. Make sure your breaths are deep and even. 2 more breaths. Good. And slowly taking the leg back up. Take the strap into the right hand and your left leg comes all the way across the body towards the right side. Good. Left arm extends out. Flexing that left foot. Take nice deep breaths again. Good. 2 more breaths. Soften the knee to come back to your center, and one more time, both hands on the strap, pulling down towards, so that our shoulder blades could ground into the earth again. Good, so let's all release the strap off to the side now. Taking the knees inward, we're gonna hug the knees in, gently rocking side by side. And maybe front and back a little bit. Good. So we'll work a little bit into the core. You have a couple of options here. So the option to modify the most is to keep your head down. Inhale, the arms come up, and this is modified. The legs come a little bit higher up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. And then when you come in, the arms come around to hug the knees in. If you're a little stronger in the core, your legs could be a little lower. And then maybe the head lifts up so you come up on the shoulder blades. Exhale, squeeze in. And if you have any issues with the back of the neck, we have one hand behind the head to support our neck. Inhale, extend. Good. Exhale. And again, inhale, extend. Exhale. Let's take a few more here. 2 more times. And last one like that. Good job. So come on down again. Turn the head side by side if that created any tension at all in the back of the neck. Good. And we're going to stay here for one more core strengthener. So hands come behind the head this time. And again, the head and shoulders can stay down. We're going to bicycle the legs slowly. So the rule is always to modify, the legs are going to go higher, right? If you have a back issue or your core simply isn't strong enough yet, it will be eventually with practice. Otherwise, you can come straight down so that leg is kind of parallel with the floor. Exhale, twist, inhale, exhale, good. Go slow here so we're not like in a bike-a-thon marathon. We're just trying to work into our core. So exhale, and the twist, inhale, exhale, good. 4, 3, good. 2 more like this. And 1 more time on each side. Okay, great job. So let your head come down 1 more time and we're rocking. Maybe the knees open a little so we can open into the hips as we rock. And then just to come up carefully, roll onto one side, placing the hand on the ground to come up to a seated position. Good. And here, those of you who have tight hips, you can just elevate up and sit on a block. Otherwise, we're going to come right here. And we're going to take out our strap again because I want to do a couple of shoulder openers. Not too many, but this one is really great to train your posture. So I'm going to go sideways just for a second. I'll stay sideways on this one. I want you to say. So a lot of times when we're relaxed and we're not really being aware like we are right now, we kind of sit kind of slumped over, right? I don't know if that's true for you, but I know it's true for me. And the belly just kind of hangs out and you got all that stuff, that muffin top stuff going on. So this helps us to elongate our spine. So everybody with me, take your hands to the shins or the knees just for a second. Inhale, bring the shoulders up, take them back, and now drop the shoulders down. Keep your gaze straight ahead and just feel how you just grew taller. Feel how the core muscles are pulling in and we're engaging there. Good. And now we're going to take out that strap. So you want to have a nice tight strap so it's not loose. You want to keep it as tight as you can. To modify, you're going to slide the hands further out, okay? If you're good and you want to really try to open, your hands will be a little closer, but at least shoulder distance apart, okay? So we're reaching up. Now, as we reach up, take a moment here. Press the sits bones down, bring those arms up. Exhale, bend in the elbows. The band can come just to the crown of the head. If you're a little more flexible in the shoulders, you can come behind the head. Inhale, extend high. Exhale, pull down. Good. And again, inhale up. Exhale. Let's take 2 more like this. And 1 more time. Good. Come on up. And take a little bit of a break. I'm going to just turn around to face you guys again. So now bring that band up again. So no slack in your bands, right? We want to be up high here. Now ground into those sits bones. Tilt over towards your right side. Reach the left arm forward here. Feeling the length in the spine. Come over to the left and up. And again, rotate. Reaching to the right, left arm pulls across, come up, One more time here. Good, and come on up. Extend up high, press into the sits bones. Good, and then slowly bend in the elbows. Good. If you like, go ahead and change the crossing of the legs, because many times, and I know I say this to you guys a lot, many times when we come into a cross-leg position, always the same foot comes out to the front. So it's nice to give a little variety there, give a little love into both sides, right? Reaching up again, we inhale. This time we're going to tilt first over towards your left. Left arm pulls the right arm overhead, and the right arm brings you forward to lengthen the spine. Come around and up. Good, and over. Good, extend around. Come on up. Good, one more time here. Good, and hold it up there. We're going to pull down again behind the head. If that's too much, you're just pulling down a little to the crown. I can bring my hands a little closer because I think I opened a little bit more into the shoulder. So this makes this more intense, but only if you opened yourself up a little bit here. So inhale, we lengthen high. Exhale. Good. Let's take 4 more. Three. Good. 2 more like this. And last one. Good, everybody. Bring that up and release. So, when you bring that down, can you feel that in the shoulders? Yes, indeed. So, let's take our hands to the shoulders right here. Let your shoulders relax down. Inhale. Exhale. Twist your torso, looking towards the right for a second. Notice where you're feeling that in your body. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the other side. So most likely it's higher up in the back, I think, at least for me. So exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. One more time on each side like that. I want you to really notice where this is in your body, right? And now we're going to release the arms and take a full twist. So inhale up. Rotate to the right, right hand behind you, left hand to the outside the thigh. Now you should feel it a little further down the spine as you twist. Inhale, come on up high. Exhale to your left. Inhale up. Exhaling to the right. This one, let's try to hold. So take your left hand to the outside the right thigh. Right hand is trying to ground behind you. If your shoulders are way up here, can we drop them down and get that length? And just feel all that release. So we carry all that tension up in the shoulders and the neck. Release it. Let's inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath. Good. And return to center, reaching up. And then rotate over to your left side. Right hand to the outside the left thigh, left hand behind you. While your shoulders up, let's drop them down and lengthen. It's such a big difference from here to here. A whole different world. So just breathe into that. One more breath. Good, and again, we return to center, reaching up. Exhaling, taking those arms down. Good. So let's unravel these legs a little bit. Take your feet about shoulder distance apart. Bring your hands behind you with the fingers pointing away and lean back a little bit. So this is option 1. We're going to come into the core muscles again. Yay! I know you're excited. So mainly keep those bellies tight. Put your hand there. Relax your belly And then pull it in, feeling the difference. Try to keep that contraction. And now you're gonna simply lift the right leg up, exhale it down, inhale the left leg up, bring it down. You can continue like that, or you can interlock your fingers in front, and as your left leg lifts up, maybe you're twisting towards the right side. If not, you're gonna keep your hands on the ground. Or you could stay here without the twist too, if that hurts your back in any way. Exhale, inhale. This also works into the hip creases a little, I'm sure. You can feel that. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Let's take 2 more on each side. One more time here. Good job. Now take your hands behind the knees to pull yourselves forward. Let's come all the way forward. Wrap our arms around and lean back a little. I want you to feel the length in the spine. Let the forehead tilt down. Let your shoulders drop away from the ears. 2 more breaths. Good, and then lift up. We're gonna come around now onto all fours. If any of you need cushioning for your knees, you can take a folded towel, fold it about 3 or maybe 4 times. Some of you might have a yoga kneeling mat or a garden mat. Or the third option is kind of just take the center of your mat, pull it back, and look at that. Triple fold. Okay, so that's if you need to. Now here, we're going to take our hands directly underneath our shoulders, knees are under the hips, keeping your gaze down towards the hands. Inhale. Now pull the belly button into the spine. We'll begin to round the back. So starting from the belly, then you feel the center of the back. Press firmly into the hands and then let the back of the neck release, gazing towards your belly button. Pull the belly all the way in. Exhale completely. Now, leading with the belly, we're going to lower the belly down, but we keep it contracted. So beginning to arch into the back. You'll feel it come up to the center line, the upper back. If you like, you can curl the toes under and then the head lifts up last. And again, we're going to begin from the belly. Belly contracts back. So pull your belly button into the spine, working our way up into the center. Flatten the tops of the feet, press into the palms, round the back, exhale completely. Inhale, start to pull the belly in again. Working our way up the center, all the way back, shoulders back here. Good, and then again, exhale from the belly, belly contracts, rounding the back, maybe flatten the feet. Feel it come up all the way, chin to chest. And then one more time into our cow pose. So the belly lowers down, the back begins to arch, coming up towards the center, the toes curl under maybe. Shoulders are back, 2 more breaths. Good. And then just come back here. So we're going to walk our hands back, come up to a kneeling position. And let's take our right foot to the front of your mat. If you're needing the earth to come up higher, that's what the blocks are for. So if it feels too much to have the hands on the ground, you're just going to elevate up onto a block. Okay, so right now the right foot's in front. We're pulling the shoulders back to look forward on our inhale. Exhale, shift the weight back, toes come up, forehead towards the knee. Inhale forward, shoulders back. Exhale back. And just continue like this. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. And last time like this. Good. Now bring the foot flat. Make sure your knee is right above your ankle. Curl your left toes under. We're coming up. Press a little bit into that left heel so you can feel the stretch in the calf muscle for a sec. Belly is pulled in. Then let's take our hands up to the right thigh. Rotate that foot out for a sec. Take your deep knee bend. Good. Arms come out, warrior two. So let's just go over warrior two. I know everybody knows this one, but a lot of times people kind of take a warrior two where the torso is a little bit on a diagonal. So everybody just do it with me for 1 second. I want you to feel the difference. So you have the deep knee bend in the right, tilt slightly towards the right. What happened there in the leg? Did it feel like more work is going on there? I think so, most likely. Bring your torso back up. Now feel the difference. So I want you to start to get in the habit of pressing firmly to both feet. So we press to the outside. The left foot, the right knee opens towards the pinky toe side. Let's take a rotation to warrior one. So we come around like airplane wings, reaching up on our inhale. Exhale, rotate back slowly to warrior two. So trying to maintain that right knee bend as best we can. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. And this time we're going to stay in warrior one. Let the arms come out on either side. Right arm's going to come underneath the left arm in this position. This is called eagle. So either the backs of the hands come together, maybe you could reach around. Pulling the elbows down, belly's tight, we're coming forward. Here's where you might want to have your arms resting on a chair in front of you if you can't come down this far. If you can, just press the arms against the inside of the right thigh, pulling your shoulders back. Let the forehead just rest on those humble hands. This is humble warrior. So as we're in this position, take a moment. What does it mean to you to be humble? What do we have to be humble about? Inhale. Just contemplate here for one more breath. Now releasing the hands. So again, if the earth is really far away, you can have a block on the inside of that right leg or a cushion. Take your left arm up towards the sky. We kind of use the right arm to press. Let it, see if you can make it come in contact. So sometimes if your arm's too far away, you're not going to be able to do that. So bring the arm back a little bit so that you're in contact with that inner thigh. And then we're going to take the left hand to the lower back. Palm is facing out, and then just rotate that left shoulder open. You could stay here or maybe take your right hand to your heart center. That makes you go even more deep into that right inner thigh area and quadriceps. So take 2 more breaths. One more breath here. Nice. Right hand comes down, left arm to the sky. Belly is so tight to protect our spine as we return to warrior two. Are you here or are you here? Here or here? All right. Let's look towards the right fingers. Rotate the right palm up. Now we want to reach forward just a little bit to come into our peaceful warrior. The reason we do that is if we came right from here and come back, see the leg likes to straighten and take a break. So if you reach forward and then come back, your torso is still over here, not all the way over there. And we're reaching that right arm. Feel that stretch. Good. One more breath. Keeping the arm where it is, just straighten out that right leg, reverse triangle. Good job. One more breath. Inhale to come up, arms out like airplane wings, and reach all the way to the right. Push that left hip back. So the more you push the left hip back, I want you to feel this in the right inner thigh. So the right hip, we're coming into triangles. You're either going to have your hand on the inner thigh or down towards the ankle. maybe on a chair, maybe to a block. And your left arm stacks up over your left shoulder. Nice deep breaths. Remember, keep pushing that left hip back so that I want you to feel it in the right inner thigh. We're staying here for 2 more breaths. One more deep breath. Good. Now looking down, soften the right knee. Come on up through warrior 2. Good. Now rotate around. Good. Take your left foot up a little bit right here. So both heels are down. We're reaching up. Bend the right knee again. Come down to a lunge position, a runner's lunge position. So we're gonna press that left heel back. Now a little bit of a butt blaster for the right gluteal muscle. So tap your left foot up to the right heel and back. So again, if you need to, you have your hand on a block so that the earth is higher, maybe on a chair seat so that it's even higher than that. Inhaling, exhale. Keep those core muscles tight, everybody. Up and back. Take 4 more. 3, 2, one more time like that. Good job. Come back to lunge position, belly tight. We're coming up to balance for half moon pose. So shift the weight forward. So again, your hands could always be on a block or on a chair seat, wherever you need to be. So the left leg is extended back. We're holding here. If you're going to take the balance challenge, take the left arm up, keeping the right hand on the ground or on your block. And we're going to just stay here for 2 more deep breaths. Good. Let's take the left hand to the ground. Soften the right knee. Bring your feet side by side and take, if you want to come with me on a row, stay in a deep knee bend, chair pose. Take out your band if you're using it. If you don't want to, you can row without the bands. This makes it much more intense. So it's the same thing we did kind of earlier. Exhale, pull back. So I'm going to go sideways. I want you to see your deep knee bend, your chair pose. Exhale, inhale forward. Good. Always engaging the core muscles, of course. Let's take 4 more. 3. Good. 2 more like that. Now, from here, as slowly as you can, you are a flower about to bloom. Straightening the legs super slowly. The band comes up, both feet planting down, lengthen, tilt towards your right side. Feel that big stretch. Press firmly into the left foot. So both sides have equal resistance. Inhale slowly to come up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale up. Maybe the band comes back a little bit. If it's okay with the neck, you can tilt the head back. Feel that arch in the center of the back. 1 more breath. Good. And carefully bring that down. Wow. So notice that energy that we just created in the leg, in the shoulders, a little bit of everything. If you're going to do the row on the second side, just know that you need to keep your band handy. I'm going to take a sip of water. You guys can do the same at home. And then we're going to start to come to our second side here. So we're going to, some of us are going to work our way down with the sun salutation. I might sneak in a little core work because you know I love to do that. It's like a gift. So hold here. If any of you need to come down in a different way, just come down you can always wait for us an extended child, anybody who needs a break, all right? We honor our own bodies on our mat. So that being said, let's extend up on our inhale. Exhale, come forward, swan dive forward, letting the knees bend as much as they need to. Releasing the back of your neck here. Inhale, hands to the shins, we lengthen. Good, exhale down. Come back to plank position. Good, now from here we're going to lower down in chaturanga. Modifiers come on their knees first. Otherwise, we're lowering all the way down until you're flat on the belly, flattening the tops of the feet here. Hands are under the shoulders. Press up, arch in the back, either the baby cobra or maybe all the way up to cobra right here. Exhale, come back down. Here's where I'm going to sneak in that little core strengthener. If you're here, you're going to just bring the elbows underneath the shoulders right here. Curl your toes under. If you're modifying, you can still stay on the knees and engage the core muscles, or you can press those heels back. Pull your belly and try to maintain a straight line so you're not kind of lowering the hips down or pushing the butt up. You want to be in a beautiful straight line. And we're going to step touch to the right, center, left, center, or you can just stay on the knee kind of like this, coming in. Or last one that you can do a little more challenging, bring the knee all the way up to the elbow, feel that in the oblique. Exhale, inhale, exhale forward, inhale to plank. Just keep going like this. Make sure your breath is flowing. We're exhaling to step out or bring the knee up. Inhale to plank. 4, 3. Good. 2 more on each side. Great job. One more time. You have the option of coming down on your knees here or holding plank. Pulse for 8. You got this. 7, 6, 3. Last 2. 1. Heels press back. Shoulders pull back. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Knees come down. Great job, everyone. Everyone take extended child. So just let the knees open wide. Forehead comes down. Let your breath flow. Good. And then the head lifts up. Walk your hands back. Come on up. Good. And we're taking the other side. So left foot comes up there. Hands to the ground or on your block to elevate if you need to. Pulling the shoulders back. We inhale to look forward. Exhale, toes up, shifting the hips back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Just continue like this. 2 more times. Opening in the hips, opening in the hamstring on the shift back. 1 more time. Good. Now, flatten that left foot. Check your alignment. You want your knee to be directly above your ankle. Good. Curl the back toes under. Just for a second, press into that right heel. I want you to feel a stretch in the right calf muscle. 2 more breaths. Good. And then you're going to rotate the right foot out. Bring your left hand to the left thigh to carefully bring us up to our warrior 2 position. So remember, we're not trying to tilt the torso up. We want to be upright, pressing to the outsides of both feet evenly. Gaze towards your left fingers. Let's take a rotation to warrior 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, rotate to warrior 2. And do it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. This time we're staying here. Let the arms come out on either side, crossing left arm underneath right to eagle position. Pulling the elbows down to release the shoulders. Come on forward to humble. Again, either on a chair, maybe your arms can press against the inside of the thigh. If you're there, let your forehead connect to the hands and pull the shoulders back. Humble warrior. Staying for 2 more deep breaths. Let's release the hands again. If you need the block, take your block or your cushion there. Reach in the right arm up. Good, in your side angle pose. And then we're going to just take the right hand, rotate the palm away, placing the back of the hand against the small of the back, rotating the shoulder open. And you could stay there or bring your left hand to your heart center. Nice deep breaths again. 2 more breaths. Good, release the hands again, right arm to the sky. Core muscles are engaged as we carefully return. Warrior 2. Get that torso lifted. Look towards your left fingers. Rotate the left palm up. Reach forward a little to come back into our peaceful warrior. Because you want to maintain that big knee bend, right? Let's breathe. Inhaling. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Next inhale straightens out the left leg into reverse triangle. So nice straight legs here. Good. 2 more breaths. Inhale. The arms come out to the sides. We're going to come into triangle. So reach all the way left. Legs are straight. Push the right hip back. Left arm comes down. And right arm is stacked directly above your right shoulder in your triangle pose. Good. We're staying here for 2 more breaths. Nice. Look down. Soften the knee. Bring the arms up. Good. And we're going to rotate around, stepping the right foot up and out to the side just a little bit. Both heels are down for a sec. Reach out. Exhale, hands come to the ground on either side of the left foot. Good. We're coming into that glute blaster, the butt blaster, right? So tap your right foot up to the left heel and back to lunge. Exhale. Inhale. Your hands again could be up higher, maybe elevated up onto a chair seat if you need to. Make sure your core muscles are nice and strong here. Good. Let's take 4 more. 3. 2 more here. Good. Now, holding it back here for our lunge position, preparing for half moon. So again, the hands can be elevated higher. Take that right leg up off of the ground. Both hands could stay right here. Or maybe you could take the right arm up to half moon pose, flexing the right foot. Nice deep breaths. 2 more breaths. Good. Take the right hand back down. Hold right here. Softening the left knee a little. Here's where we're coming back to that chair pose, maybe with the row. You don't have to use the strap if it was too much for the shoulders, but otherwise we're here. You could still row without the strap. It won't be as intense. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, extend. Good. Belly is tight. Feet pressing firmly down. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Good. Now again, as slowly as we can. We are flowers blooming. Press into the feet. Reach up high. Both feet press down. Tilt over to the side again. So we're pressing the opposite foot down to stay fully grounded. Inhale. Exhale. Return up. And then over to the other side. Holding here. One more breath. Inhale up again. And maybe that strap comes back a little. If you can, let the head tilt back. That'll get you up into the center of the spine. If that's too much on the neck though, please don't do that. You're gonna look straight ahead. You could gaze the eyes upward. One more breath. Beautiful. Come on down with that strap. Woo, wiggle out your shoulders. All right. You can put your strap off to the side. Let's stay right here. We are in mountain pose already. But let's just go over mountain. So when your feet are all the way together like so, it's going to be more challenging to balance because our center of gravity is shortened, for lack of a better word, right? If we open the feet about hip distance, we're going to have better grounding. And if you went even further to shoulder distance, you're going to be the most grounded. So any of you who might suffer from lack of balance, maybe vertigo, your feet in mountain, it's a good option to be here. If you're still getting the hang of this and we're still working on our balance, come to hip distance and for your balance challenge. Both feet grounded. Good. Let's take the shoulders up, all the way back, pressing the fingers together, and let those pressed fingers reach towards the earth as the crown of the head lengthens forward. Your belly's pulled in, everything grounded. If you want to try for a balance challenge, you can close your eyes. If you're not steady with that, make sure you have a chair next to you. And we'll stay for 2 more breaths. Good. And then let your eyes open if you had them closed. So we're going to work into a tree pose. Keep your right foot grounded firmly, just how you are right now in your mountain. And then your left knee softens and opens all the way to the left. So a lot of times what I see people do when we come here, the right hip takes a little vacation, and here we are. So now we want to come right here, crown of the head lifts, hip comes back in, and we are the tallest minor tree pose. So you're going to stay right here with the heel resting above the ankle and the toes on the ground. You can have a chair next to you if you like. If you want to come a little higher, the foot comes either below the knee, maybe all the way up against the inner thigh. Once you feel your groundedness, you're going to bring your hands to prayer, pressing your prayer hands firmly together, pressing into the right foot. Relax your gaze, your drishti. You're staying for 2 more breaths. And then as slowly as we can, the arms are going to extend up. If you have tight shoulders, you're going to have your hands shoulder distance. Maybe you could interlock the fingers and lengthen high. Good. 2 more breaths. Release the hands slowly, beginning to bend the elbows, shine your heart forward. We have to go in super slow motion so that we don't lose our balance. Again, you have a chair there if you need to, right? So 1 more breath. Now take both arms to extend back. Here, if you need to, the left toes could be on the ground. Maybe they're lifted up and the crown of the head comes forward. The palms are facing downward. Let's take 2 more breaths. Good. And let's bring our feet together again, wherever you were in your mountain. So we're reaching up right here, press into the soles of the feet. And then when you allow the arms to come down, we're right there. We are in mountain, everything contracted, working, strong. Good. Take 2 more breaths. Coming into the second side, press into the left foot firmly. Right knee softens and opens all the way out to the right. Grounding deeply, belly tight. And take your time coming up below the knee, maybe against the inner thigh. Hands press firmly into prayer. The leg and foot are pressing toward one another. Good. Continuing to press firmly. Make sure your core muscles are engaged. That's where we find our best balance. Extend the arms up, lengthening. Press into that left foot firmly. 2 more breaths. Start to release the hands. The elbows begin to bend. Palms out. Shine that beautiful heart forward. 2 more breaths. From here, we're taking warrior 3 or airplane, extending the right leg back. The toes could be on the ground or lifted up. Bring the crown of the head forward. Good, 2 more breaths. Good, and then we soften the knee, the feet come back together, reaching up again. Let's grab a hold of your right wrist with the left hand, lengthen, and then just tilt over again. So it's similar to what we do with the band, right? And let the left elbow bend. Good, come on up. Grab the opposite wrist, lengthen first. Elbow bends as we tilt to the other side. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Come on up. Bring the arms down. Let's all come to the front of our mat again. We're working our way down with a sun salutation. Again, you can always modify by coming onto your knees first when we do our chaturanga. Okay? So reaching up, we inhale. Exhale, arms out, swan dive forward, allowing the knees to bend here, releasing the back of the neck on your exhale. Inhale, hands to the shins and lengthen. Exhale, back down, take it back to plank position. Good, and then come down to elbow plank again. So you can interlock the fingers here. If you're modifying, you're already down on the knees a little, but you're still engaging the core muscles. So we're not kind of tilted with the butt lifting up. We want a straight line in the spine. Now we're going to take Dolphin Pose. So it's sort of like down dog. We begin to lift the hips upward. Maybe a little arch in the back here. Engage the core muscles. Pull forward to plank position, keeping the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale to plank. I'm going to show you the modification. If you're modifying, you're on your knees, pushing the hips back into like a puppy pose, and then a modified plank as you come forward. Okay, so just keep rocking and rolling with your breath. Exhale forward. Good. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Let's do 2 more here. 1 more time. Good. Holding our plank again. Can we pulse? Of course we can pulse. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2 more. 1. Press the heels back. Your shoulders are away from the ears. We are breathing. 2 more breaths. Knees are down now. Great job, everyone. So let's all take puppy. When you come onto your hands and knees, to come into extended child, our hands are normally underneath the shoulders. Today, I want to get a stretch in the front of the shoulders, and that's what puppy allows us to do. So the hands are a little further in front of the shoulders, knees open, sink the hips back. So now the forehead can come down. If your head can't reach the ground, then you're going to take a block there so that you can rest it, or a cushion, and just feel this beautiful stretch. You feel the shoulder blades kind of pinch together. Feel the front of the chest open. Let the breath flow deeply here. Let's just stay for 2 more breaths. Good job lifting the head up. We gently walk our hands back, all the way back, coming down to sitting on our mat. Woo. So can you all feel that shoulder, all that shoulder work we did? I'm sure you can, between the strap and the puppy pose. And if we do these every day, definitely every week, but if we do it every day, you are going to have the most beautiful posture. So we're going to start to work our way down a little bit to the ground. I'm just taking out my little, getting set up for Shavasana, but not quite yet. We have a little tiny bit more work to do. Nothing big, just the last, final stretch. So those of you who take your Shavasana sitting in a chair, that's perfectly fine. You can go ahead and take it there now. Otherwise, the rest of us are coming down right here. Let's take a figure 4 position. Keep your right foot grounded. Cross your left ankle over the right thigh. You could do this in a chair too, same pose. If you can, then your right foot lifts up. Interlock the fingers behind that knee. So one hand goes in this little opening between the legs so that we can pull in. Let your shoulders press down and flex your feet. One more breath. Beautiful. Let's release that. Switching legs. So left foot down, right ankle crosses over. Lift your left foot up. And again, we interlock the fingers behind that knee. Pressing the shoulders down as you pull in. Nice deep breaths here. 2 more breaths. Great job, everybody. Release that. One more time, we're gonna just rock gently side by side. You can have the knees open. Some of you might be able to take Happy Baby, grabbing the feet, giving a gentle rock from side to side. One more time on each direction. Good. And then slowly come back down. So everybody take one leg out at a time. Extend your arms overhead. Point your toes. Get really long here. And now the arms come up. We're going to allow the arms to fall on either side. Shake it out. And just stay wherever you are for your Shavasana. I'm going to sit up so you guys can hear me better. Now your only job is complete relaxation. Good. So take that deep cleansing breath in through the nose. And exhale completely. And now allow your eyes to close gently without squeezing them together. Now we're going to think about relationships, activities, interests, commitments, and talents. They all weave through your life, through your work life, your home life, and community life. They all weave together and build the fabric of your life. Notice the quality of exchange in the different relationships. This exchange of energy creates the fiber of your life. Witness your relationships with loved ones. Witness the nature of your relations at your workplace. The quality of exchange with people in your community. All of these weave through your life, and they weave your life together. Feel how all the threads weave together, how they crisscross. Notice if any get tangled. Are there holes any place? Witness if there are any frayed edges anywhere, or any places that are worn thin and need mending. Are there places that are woven too tight? Notice if energy gets stuck, tangled, or knotted up. And notice if there's anything you need to let go of so that all the threads weave together more easily. Make any adjustments that you need to. And imagine weaving all of these threads together so that your life is fully integrated, strong, vital, and balanced. Weave the threads together in such a way that all of your relationships are cared for. Imagine that each aspect of your life supports the other aspects, all a part of the whole fabric of life. Weave it all together. Let them feed off one another and support one another. All the threads of your life weaving a rich, beautiful fabric. And imagine that you can wear this fabric of your life like a golden robe or a rainbow. Imagine wearing the fabric of your life like a majestic robe, all woven together. It is beautiful, strong, and durable. Inside the fabric of your life, you're protected, safe, and secure. Empowered to receive the gifts of life and to offer up your greatest gifts. Each activity, each relationship supports the others, and your life just fits. So now, whenever you're ready, I'd like you to try to bring your awareness back to the moment. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes, maybe rotate your ankles and wrists a little bit. Those of you who are lying down, you're going to start to bend your knees in one at a time, hugging them back in towards your chest, gently rocking yourself side by side. Good. Then just roll onto one side if you're on the lying down position. And we're all going to meet right up here in a sitting down position. And we bring our hands together in prayer today. As we bow our heads this morning, bowing our heads in gratitude for another beautiful sunny Saturday. And in gratitude for our families, for our friends, and especially for our health. Remember that you cannot do a kind act too soon, for you'll never know how soon it'll be too late. Namaste.